Good night and welcome to Benalmádena's first English news broadcast. Digital Costa del Sol brings you every Friday all the information about this week news. Benalmádena continues with its transformation process, working in different plans that will be included in the local action plan of the urban agenda that seeks to work on the objectives of the 2030 agenda.
The mayor of Benalmádena, Víctor Navas, and General Administration Councilman Sergio Torralbo held a press conference last week to announce the development of the local action plan for the urban agenda of Benalmádena. Navas stressed that they are now working on its development and plan to open the process to citizen participation in 4 months. Our plan will comply with the Sustainable Development Goals from the 2030 Agenda. It aims to design and plan how the city should be in the future and will bring together all the strategic plans developed in Benalmádena in recent years, structuring all public policies. Now, any political or government action will be directed in accordance with these objectives. We will try to draw up a single document with all the lines of action over the coming years, and we estimate that in 3 or 4 months we will open the process to citizen participation. If we do not draw up this urban agenda, we will be excluded from any call for aid or funding from the Spanish government or organizations such as the European Union. For his part, Torralbo explained that the plan will be a strategic planning tool. It will serve as a strategic instrument that will allow us to develop the economic, social, and environmental sustainability objectives established as guidelines in the Spanish urban agenda. The action plan will also be a pilot experience that will serve as a model for other municipalities to develop their own action plans. Accompanying them, there were Inés Cisneros, local development technician, and José Antonio López, managing partner of Auren, a consulting firm working with the City Council in the development of the plan. López spoke about the SDGs, highlighting that Benalmádena has been chosen for a pilot experience. Our previous planning work has been done to enhance the work between all the delegations of the City Council, translated into all documents and strategic plans that encompass the plan. 17 sustainable development objectives have been set, but 10 are especially highlighted from Europe because they are more related to our way of life and daily reality. The plan will not be a static document, but will be a changing over time. After the diagnosis, the strategy will be drawn up for the different fields and areas which will be directed towards the strategic objectives. Cisneros explained the role of coordination between the companies involved in each of the plans that form the strategy. From the local development unit, we carry out the coordination between City Council areas with the different companies who work in the plan. Its development is financed by the City Council and the Ministry with a budget of 200,000 euros. We are not starting from scratch in this process. The urban agenda will allow us to backbone all the public policies we are implementing.
The employment area helps our citizens to find work through various training and labor reinsertion workshops that prepare them to get jobs in masonry, electricity, or healthcare, among other sectors.
The mayor of Benalmádena, Víctor Navas, and employment councilman Joaquín Villazón visit on Tuesday the employment workshops that are taught through Benalforma, getting to know firsthand its operation and progress, and meeting with students, teachers, and management staff. One of the main focus of this government team is training and employment, so we are visiting the workshops that promote by the City Council an opportunity for the unemployed to get new trainings in trades demanded by companies, expanding their chances to get a job. They also represent a valuable resource for people in situation of social vulnerability or long-term unemployed, and with a special focus on sectors like citizens under 35 years of age, since youth unemployment is one of the main problems of our society. Navas valued the participation of women in workshops such as masonry, something that seems to indicate that we are gradually approaching real equality where there is no gender bias in any profession. The City Council pours many resources into these programs, both material and human, to give participants the opportunity to get a job in sectors such as masonry, which currently finds great difficulty in finding professionals. It is a satisfaction to see how women are also being incorporated into sectors that traditionally were alien to them, as masonry, another symptom that society continues to move towards a real and effective equality between men and women. He also spoke about the importance of these courses to facilitate training and highlight the high job placement rate of the program. The training workshops achieve job placement rates of up to 90% among their students. These programs have a duration of 1 year and consist of 15 students in each one of them who maintain an alternating training labor contract signed with the City Council. Apart from the theoretical and practical training received, the students carry out real effective work in the improvement and conditioning of public roads in the municipality. The certificates of professionalism accredit the necessary competencies for the development of a work activity. This document is recognized and valued in the labor market, which will allow participants to improve their employability. The diversification of the productive sector in Benalmádena and the breaking of seasonality in the tourism sector continue to be the main challenges to overcome in economic and labor matters, and this type of training helps to improve profiles or create professional alternatives.
The National Police Force participates in the European Police Stations program, an initiative that promotes the exchange of agents between countries to learn more about their methods and help with tourists in the area.
Security Councilman Javier Marín and the head of Benalmádena's local police, Francisco Zamora, held an encounter last week at City Hall with representatives of the National Police Force and a French police officer who participates this summer in the program European Police Stations. The National Police Force has agreements with other law enforcement agencies in Europe to temporarily host officers from other countries who come to tourist municipalities like ours to provide support and assistance to our visitors. In the same way, the Spanish National Police also participates in this exchange by visiting other European countries. This summer, we have in Benalmádena and Torremolinos an agent from France National Police. We hope that their presence will serve to help the many French tourists who visit us these days. Marín highlighted the importance of collaborating between police forces. The local police of Benalmádena will also attend to the needs that French tourists will communicate to this agent. I want to highlight the constant collaboration between local police and national police to preserve the safety of citizens and ensure the enjoyment during the summer period, as shown by statistics that reveal that crime in Benalmádena is lower than in other tourist municipalities. For his part, the Chief Inspector of the National Police and head of the local Brigade of Public Safety, Luis Estudillo, spoke about the project that began in 2008. The French agent will be working during the first half of August in Benalmádena and Torremolinos as part of a project called European Police Stations. This project serves to create synergies in the activity, and its main functions is helping the citizen in case the French speakers, serving them in terms of information translation. The agent will patrol mainly on foot, both on public roads and in tourist areas such as hotels, always accompanied by the National Police, being one more member for all purposes.
The CEO of Provise, Pablo Centella, announced last week the installation of new parking meters, highlighting that the users of the Torrequebrada Health Center will be able to park for free during 1 hour.
The new parking meters installed by Provise Benamiel are already in operation. In total, there are 35 new machines which incorporate modern systems. The CEO of the municipal company, Pablo Centella, and its manager, Francisco Artacho, announced that it is the first time since the Blue Zone was installed in Benalmádena that all the parking meters are being renewed. The 35 new parking meters are already working, being installed in each of the roads that form the blue zone. This is intended to give a qualitative leap in the provision of the service that, from the City Council of Benalmádena, through its public company Provise Benamiel, has been offering for the regulation of parking in areas with the highest concentration of vehicles with a high demand for parking spaces, whether in commercial or tourist areas. Centella announced that the users of the Torrequebrada Health Center will be able to park free of charge for 1 hour. The councilman explained that the measure was born as a result of complaints from neighborhood groups and emphasized that the goal is to favor the rotation in this space. The new special tourist blue zone in the surroundings of the Torrequebrada Health Center has also come into operation, responding to a demand of the users of this medical facility who saw how during the summer months it was very difficult to park when they had to go to the medical services. In order to achieve the rotation of parking spaces and not taxed, the users of the health center a free hour has been established to be able to go to the medical appointment. This special tourist blue zone will be in operation during the months of August and September. Artacho spoke on the different improvements that the new machines bring to the users. The new parking meters incorporate the possibility of payment with any type of bank card, also allowing the possibility of cancelling a fine in an agile and simple procedure with a QR code. The meters will require the vehicle license plate, but to facilitate this with a QR code that will appear on all the tickets, the user will be able to identify it with a previous ticket. If we save the first ticket in which we have entered the license plate, we will never have to type it again. The new parking meters are powered by solar energy with an autonomy of up to 7 days of normal use. 10 of the parking meters distributed throughout the municipality will incorporate environmental stations that will record the noise and air pollution of the place where they are located. The renovation of the infrastructure will involve an investment of almost 250,000 euros over the next 5 years.
Benalmádena City Council, the European Union and the regional government work together on a fishing awareness campaign. After visiting the beach of Fuente de la Salud, it will also be held at the Torre Bermeja and Carvajal beaches.
Beaches Councilwoman Encarnación Cortés visited last week the beach of Fuente de la Salud to present a fishing awareness campaign that counts with the collaboration of Benalmádena's City Council, the European Union and Junta de Andalucía. After 2 years without being held, we resumed this awareness campaign that focuses on the consumption of immature fish. The campaign puts a special emphasis in teaching our youngest, to whom the message is conveyed in an entertaining way through a series of games and activities. With the councilwoman, there was also the director of the campaign, Jorge Quesada, who gave some details about the initiative. The initiative aims to promote fresh products from Andalusian fisheries, in addition to raising awareness among citizens about the negative effects caused by the consumption of immature. We have to avoid the consumption of minimum sizes because they commit an illegality, both the one who buys it and the one who sells it, in addition to the fact that in the end we could run out of fish in the sea. The campaign is organized in a tent that hosts all kinds of activities for the whole family, with children's games, raffles and gifts. On August 2nd, it was at the beach of Fuente de la Salud. Next August 16, it will be in Torre Bermeja, and on August 24 at the beach of Carvajal.
And these are today's headlines. Benalmádena prepares its Urban Agenda Local Action Plan. Navas and Villazón visit the unemployment workshop. International collaboration between police forces. Free parking for the users of the Torrequebrada Health Center. New fishing awareness campaign. The weather forecast for the weekend will leave us with slightly cloudy or clear skies with the possibility of haze from the afternoon onwards. Temperatures on the rise with maximum of 37 degrees and minimum of 25. Variable light winds with breezes on the coast increasing to south inland. And that's all. Thank you for watching us, and remember, you can stay updated on our website or social media profile on Facebook and Twitter. Have a good night and enjoy the weekend.